Well, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Tony Poke, the boy Zombie Slayer, and in the evenings here on my B channel, like to react to things, sometimes smart things and conspiratorial things. Is that a word? We're making it a word. Joe Rogan recently discussed the directed energy weapons conspiracy on the South Pole. Bet you ain't heard of those players.
The Joe
Let's
Rogan
get it. Let's
experience.
check it out.
Do you know the wacky conspiracy theory? And this is wacky about the South Pole. The South Pole is some sort of a direct energy weapon. That there's like some station down there that they've pretended is just for receiving, but it's actually for transmitting. I have no idea if any of this is nonsense. It's just fun. It's fun when people talk crazy. But this guy was on the Sean Ryan show, and he is a, air quotes,
guys, drink your water.
And he's explaining how he went down there and he read the operating manual for this device, and that this device caused the earthquakes in Christchurch, New Zealand. And I was like, what?
What?
Like, what is this? It's so hard to know if you're just a comic in Austin. How the fuck do I know what's going down on the South Pole?
I mean, like I said, whenever somebody's saying some wild shit to me, I start asking them, what other shit do you believe, so I can know how believable you are. Because if you believe, because you might be one of those people that just believes bullshit easily.
Hey, what he says? Give us some volume.
And every single door in the facility, I had complete access to every compartment they manufactured.
What are you blowing the whistle on?
That there are technologies at the South Pole Station that people can't even consider that exist on this planet.
What the
Directed energy weapon
bomba
systems is something that people need to get into their vocabulary fast. The Ice Cube neutrino detector is not simply a passive listening device as presented for the science that they're claiming it to do. It also has the capacity to transmit. There are embedded in the ice what are called digital optical modules.
What is it?
About the size of a basketball.
What?
The array embedded in the ice is 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. It is the world's largest telescope, and now because we have proven that it can transmit, it's the world's largest directed energy weapons system. It
Damn, son. Destroy them with lasers.
Christchurch, New Zealand. I physically.
Okay, when he says 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer, does he mean it's 1 kilometer high, it's 1 kilometer long, and 1 kilometer wide?
I think down.
Yeah.
A whole kilometer into the ground.
Yeah, he could have just said a cubed kilometer.
Well, it kind of, I mean, it's more impressive, I guess, just to think about it goes a kilometer into the ground.
He's a former firefighter contractor.
For Raytheon, exposed the company's alleged ability to create earthquakes worldwide, linking
Raytheon. Raytheon, I believe it, man. I believe Raytheon can cause earthquakes worldwide.
Directed energy weapon systems at South Pole Station. So what is this?
But how would how would a firefighter contractor have access to that?
I don't know how any of this is real. I have no idea. I don't know what his job was. Yeah. What's his name? Eric Hecker?
Yeah, I was trying to look him up.
I don't know, man. He had some nice patches on his jacket, though. Looked official.
Yeah. I mean, you full of shit until I see some proof. You know, because extraordinary claims like require extraordinary evidence. It's like you saying some wild shit. You got to at least show me something.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Point. Yeah,
it's true.
You a firefighter contractor. I don't feel like you would have
claim, but Jesus, man, Raytheon is one of the world's largest weapons manufacturers, and they make weapons for governments. I don't even know what Raytheon makes. Raytheon don't make a handgun that you can go out and buy. But Raytheon out there, I think they make missiles and shit with Lockheed Martin or like air-guided defense systems. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The keys to the secret death ray, you know?
Well, I think what he was saying was that he was reading the documents of the owner's manual, and that's when he realized that it's capable of transmitting. I believe he says that in the show.
Yeah, but how would a firefighter have access to manuals and shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where did he get the manual?
He's still alive.
This is what the thing he's talking about is when I Google it. Antarctic muon and neutrino detector array is what it's called.
And it goes, let me see what it looks like.
Look, the neutrino detector.
What the hell?
Right.
But that's
the facility on top of it. And whoa, look what happens under the ground.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, but the reason it has to be so deep under the ground is so it's protected from like solar from like extra shit, so they know when it gets hit that.
Neutrino detector, man. We got to look into that Muon neutrino detector. That looks cool.
It was a neutrino.
I don't even know what one of them do.
Right. So it's real. Like a lot of the stuff he said was real. But here's the thing: we also know, Joe, is that the best place to hide a lie is between two truths. The best bullshit is they say a lot of true shit, and they sneak the bullshit in there.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, the neutrino detector is this and this and this that.
Yeah.
And did you know it can make you gay?
Antarctic muon and neutrino detector array. The shield provided by looking for only upward-going neutrinos that must have passed through Earth, something no other known particle can do. Oh, wow. So it's through Earth.
Right. Neutrinos don't interact with matter almost at all. So that neutrino detector is way, 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 way down, and they're waiting to see like sparks of light, so they know that was a neutrino. Wow. But if they put it on the surface, I think they can't tell the difference between one that came, because they're pouring out of the sun.
Right.
So they're looking for ones that have passed through the Earth that have come from other places.
Wow.
So they know for sure. So every now and then, it's so unlikely that one will interact with matter that like it doesn't happen that often. You know.
Isn't it crazy that they spent that much money to build that thing, to find that out?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that do?
And also, so that's the other thing. The thing this guy is saying, I don't even understand how that would work.
How could it be both things? Right? How could it be a detector and also a transmitter?
Yeah, because I think it's just a pool full of some special kind of water or some special kind of liquid that, you know, that it's enough where it makes a neutrino more likely to fucking hit a nucleus or something. But so I don't understand how that's gathering power that it can transmit. I don't know.
The thing about people like that, and I'm not saying this guy's not telling the truth, but I'm saying when I see stories about like someone talking about like some alien base that's underground.
Guys, we've had Stephen Greer. We've had a lot of whistleblowers this year. It's been the year of UFOs and conspiracies, man. What are directed energy weapon systems? I mean, we play that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I think that starts off with some directed energy weapon systems. Why don't we get down kinetic bombardment, rods from God? Why don't we understand that in principle? Then we'll get to directed energy.
And one of them shot at me with a laser beam. If you were hiding some shit, like one of the best ways to make it seem ridiculous that you're hiding some shit is get some guy who's out of his fucking mind to go tell some wacky ass story.
Oh yeah.
Fill him full of lies.
Yeah.
Tell him, yeah, you know, we started the earthquake in Christchurch, New Zealand. It was started with this thing, and then you tell him, yeah, it's actually a transmitter, and then you have the guy go tell, and now
Holy
everybody's
crap.
like, oh, that's kooky. The idea of doing that is kooky. A directed energy weapon is kooky. When meanwhile, it wasn't even that. They got a real one somewhere. So now they've discredited the whole idea of directed energy weapons. Oh, yeah. And they got some shit out in the desert of Nevada that's real.
The government loves conspiracy.
I mean, why wouldn't they? If I was running some top secret program like a directed energy weapon, I would have someone give them bad information, give them fake stories, and then have them go expose it. Yeah. Like have someone who's like most likely to blab, and then have that person give them this knucklehead story, and then he goes out and says it, and then everybody researches it.
You just tell Roseanne. You just tell
Tell Roseanne.
Of the secret. Man.
Tell her right before she goes on stage.
Yeah.
There's a direct energy weapon. Yeah, it's you know, it's one of those things, man. It's like I have no fucking idea what they're capable of doing.
See that right there? That's the red flag to me.
Just the bio on this website. This is a little red flaggy.
A self-educated research investigator. Fuck out of there. That's worse than homeschooling.
That takes from his many odd life experiences and connects with others. Eric was raised on Long Island. Okay. Yep. Part of the Stargate project run by the CIA and the DIA.
As a child.
What? His childhood included being part of the Stargate project run by the CIA.
What's the Stargate project? Okay, we've discredited this guy already.
Experiences in the submarine service. Following that, he became a plumber for some of the wealthiest people in the world back on Long Island. What? That's a weird turn of events.
But this guy has the randomest life, and then he was a firefighter for Raytheon.
In 2010, Eric took a contract to work at the South Pole Station for a year. Oh, so he went from being an amazing plumber to being a firefighter in the South Pole. That's what he's saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, always the avid researcher. It was not until Eric began working remotely throughout the state of Alaska that he started making connections that his own life may not have been what he thought it was.
What
now
the
he's trying to
fuck?
help others see that things may not be as we were told. 3 exclamation points.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, man.
That feels a little red flaggy, does it?
Yeah, that feels real weird.
And then buy
I mean, what the
That
fuck?
guy
You can donate,
crazy.
support on Patreon, and shop his CBD products.
Yeah, what is a
Does he have an
self-educated
NFT?
research?
well, I don't know.
I'm sure he has an NFT. So does Raytheon have directed energy weapons? I think they do. Are they on the South Pole? Maybe not. Or at least maybe they're not Amanda. The Antarctic muon and neutrino detection array. That's cool. Till next time, I am your boy Tony Vogt, the E-Boy Zombie Slayer, reacting to cool shit. This makes me want to play some Infinite Warfare. Pop.